shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is... crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is...
What?
I am Daniel.
Definitely better than my laptop, that's for sure. Don't have any weights. Fold the picture and find its source. Easy enough. Bump this up just a tad bit. See, I made it partially through this, so I should actually know where some of the stuff's at, but I don't remember. Yeah, let's go off the beaten path. Sounds like a smart idea. Yeet. 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 That's not a door. I'm a dumbass. Oops. What the fuck, dude? This game is creepy as fuck. 1 second here. Gotta get this pushed out. What a hit! Bending down like a girl looks at you when she's crazy. Dad? No, what the fuck? Get the fuck out of here, bitch. I don't know who the fuck you are, but you better get the fuck out of here. Eat. Yeah, I'm not going there. Fuck yeah. If you're in there, leave me alone. You know what? Let's change these settings real quick too, because I'm not liking these controls. Okay, because I don't have a choice. Whatever. Fuck. Stand darkly slowly you drain your sanity, turn on lights in the environment using timber bosses or others. Search for other sources of light. Okay then. It's definitely light in here, but okay. Oh, wow. Ooh, a light source, something. Toasty fire. Okay, seeing shit. It's all good. Get back, I have a book. It's the Bible. May the power of Christ compel you. That ought to do it. 360. think there's a... You have to find a lantern before one can be turned on. Don't remember looking for a lantern though. It's locked. It's probably means some scary shit's about to happen. Oh, hey, there's a lantern. You have picked up the lantern. When filled, the oil can be turned on by pressing F or selecting it in the inventory. Okay. Well, we're not going to use that right now. We're going to save it. That's the way I came. I think I remember this. You gotta like move something. Oh, no. Talk to. Ruh-roh. Get some lights on in here first. Okay, I guess that's it.
19th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there will be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self, Daniel.
Saw, whoever's watching, what's up? Nothing important there. Just this, okay, well. He found a kitchen for tears were in town. Okay. I remember this part. If I remember correctly, this turns into some weird shit.
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brennenburg.
Okay, so that's not it. So yeah, I think we're not gonna go that way. Doggy! Yes, yeah, that's what they want though, so we're gonna go right towards it. See what you said there. Alrighty. Which way should I go? Yeah, go on each other. Oh, okay, guess not. I'll go fuck myself. So is it laboratory or laboratory? That's the question that we should be asking here. I think a monster spawns there later, so we're gonna light that. There's gotta be something in here. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Oh, another one. Oh, shit.
It's cold. It's so cold.
The lack of a chimney. Wait, the lack of a chimney to properly vent the fumes from the recent experiments has taken its toll on many of my less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem unaffected, but many are stained by the fumes, and it will be difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can to move them to the wine cellar. Okay. So I should be looking, we're gonna like that. I got plenty of it. Get the fuck back. Here you go, gators. There you go. I know you're hungry. Yeah, there you go. But I'll need those later.
There should be more coop rats. Let me see. And one part aquaforce.
This is my third attempt to produce artificial vitae. Sure, the former compounds lack the potency I need, but I sense I'm close. Calamine and opium, orpiment, whatever, are given, and the cuprite binds them. This time I'll attempt aqua regia instead of aqua fortis, in hopes of producing a more even solution. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acid and proves impractical to put any use except as a detergent. Organic tissue reacts especially violent to the solution. It should be handled with great care. So I need to use that to destroy that membrane. Sounds like I might be able to use a recipe, but I am losing hope that I will find that alchemic solution for my whatever the fuck that was. Get your ass back, old man. I've seen the movies. Chemicals. Why is my fucking screen shaking? What the fuck? Maybe I can go down here now. Okay, so I go to the key. So it's in one of the other areas. That's the way it came in.
May 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the Professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
Oh, I fucking remember this shit. Something pops up here. I remember. Bitch. Heartbeat is deaf. Oh, shit. That fucking rock scared me. Music ain't helping. I really don't want to go in here.
"17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
I feel like there's a way to crouch. But... Huh.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the wars. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Fragile but not breakable by hand. Oh, that's what I forgot.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
All tossed. In Brandenburg Castle, 1801. Another region rich with lore in Altstadt. Deep within the East Prussia woods, for centuries there has been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor. Castle Brandenburg, the quiet forest, clad mountains dressed with scattered lakes. It as picturesque as can be. I'll bet the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local, and you'll hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such a conversation, since it will clearly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tables, but there are some motifs that keep reappearing. Okay. Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough. With the absent-minded handling of the human vessels, the sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail of Brandenburg. We need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men leave, or they will starve. Whatever comes first, they can rot for all I care. Maybe I will feed them some wine. it would, in a sense, resolve both of my problems. Okay. Oops. There's a lot of those bricks in here. Missed something. That's what I meant to do. It's just getting creepy, man. Fuck out of here. Wow, I just scared myself for no reason. I don't know what that did. Could have swore I opened these already. Oh, I know where the fuck I'm at. Alright, let's get it over with. Fuck. Don't turn around. Oh, fuck, man. I know I've been here before. Getting all tingly and shit. Fuck. Oh god. Scared the fuck out of me. I was being attacked.
the Baron go?
Who cares? He left us enough wine to last us a lifetime! Or at least until tomorrow!
Spazzing out, man. So does sitting here build my sanity? I don't think it does. Okay. Actually, you know what? We're gonna... Oh, fuck, that's my last one. Gotta find one in here. Fuck. Oh, hey. Another one. That's right. You got knocked the fuck out! Hands. That didn't work. Dad?
What's happening? Oh, it feels like my chest is going to burst.
My God! Wilhelm, do something!
Except we're not getting out of here.
How can you say that? Alexander, you piece of shit! Let us out of here!
Listen here, bitch. I'm gonna use this to shank your ass. This bitch empty. Yee.
My name is Wilhelm, House of Guyridge.
These are my final words, my confession and testament. 2 years ago, I was summoned to the castle Brenberg, and most of the aristocracy I was curious about was the supposed knight of the order, who want me and accept the invitation. The Baron was friendly and offered me a proposition. It dawned on me that the nature of the contract was sordid, and that the reason I was chosen was because of the follies of my past, and not the honors I've been rewarded with during my time as a soldier. I was to kidnap healthy humans upon his slightest whim, and do so without asking questions. In return, he would attest to my character at the royal court, advancing my proposition within noble society. I would like to claim that I struggled with my decision, but it came swiftly and I accepted it wholeheartedly. Ever since that day, I brought men, women, and children to Brenberg. I can't remember the numbers, but there were many, perhaps even 100, none of whom were ever seen or heard from again. Tonight the Baron invited me and my new men down to the wine cellar to celebrate at work. I have my suspicions as we descended the stairs, but insisted and joined us in a toast. The wine tasted fine and the men drank without restraint. So begins the punishment of our sins. The Baron was locked, as locked does, up and returned upstairs. Forgive me for what I have done. I was weak, and I fell into the diabolic ways. My men are streaming. Their skin has been pierced with their own tangled bones, and my insides revolt against their God-given nature. Blood has begun to pour from my eyes, and I can no longer... Sounds like he died mid-sentence. Time for a break.